The son-in-law of Osama bin Laden pleaded not guilty in a New York court on Friday to conspiring to kill Americans, becoming one of the highest-ranking Al-Qaeda figures to face trial in the United States for crimes connected to the September 11, 2001 attacks. Suleiman Abiudite, the militant who has acted in videos as an Al-Qaeda spokesman, made his initial appearance in U.S. District Court in Manhattan, only blocks from the site of the hijacked plane strikes on the World Trade Center. The son-in-law of bin Laden, mastermind of the September 11 attacks who was killed by U.S. forces in Pakistan in 2011, was captured on February 28 and brought secretly to the United States on March 1, prosecutors said in court. Law enforcement sources said he was detained in Jordan and was believed to have been expelled from Turkey. The balding, bearded Abiudite, 47, was led handcuffed into the crowded courtroom, the largest in the courthouse. Dressed in dark blue prison garb, he appeared to be cooperative and to follow the proceedings closely through an interpreter, frequently nodding. Evidence against Abiudite includes videos, audio recordings of him and others, and a 22-page report with transcripts of remarks he has made to law enforcement since his arrest, prosecutors said. Abiudite spoke twice in court, answering yes when Judge Lewis Kaplan asked him if he understood the accusations and yes when asked if he wanted court-appointed lawyers Martin Cohen and Philip Weinstein to represent him. Weinstein, who previously represented Faisal Shahzad, the Pakistan-born U.S. citizen who admitted trying to set off a car bomb in Times Square in 2010 and is serving life in prison without parole, entered a not guilty plea on Abiudite's behalf. Prosecutors said they expect the Abiudite trial could last 3 weeks. The trial date will be set at a hearing on April 8. Policy decision. Security was especially tight at the courthouse, where entrances were barricaded, although Paul Brown, the New York Police Department's chief spokesman, said there was no known specific threat against the city as a result of Abiudite's presence here. Earlier efforts by the Obama administration to hold civilian trials in New York City for suspected September 11 plotters met with resistance over the needs for extreme and costly safety measures. Mayor Michael Bloomberg said in 2010 the cost of hosting the trial for another leading suspect, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, and for accomplices would top $200 million annually. With public opposition so strong, the case was moved to the U.S. military base in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. U.S. officials said the decision to bring Abiudite to New York for trial in federal court was made at the highest levels of the administration of President Barack Obama. White House spokesman Josh Earnest said on Friday that the Defense, Justice and Homeland Security departments, as well as intelligence agencies, were unanimous in backing the decision to handle Abiudite's case in the civilian court system. The Obama administration's decision to charge Abiudite in a civilian court was criticized by several prominent Republican senators, including Minority Leader Mitch McConnell and John McCain, Lindsey Graham and Kelly Ayotte, who suggested the move would make it harder for the United States to collect intelligence on future plots. McConnell said in a statement that bringing Abiudite to the United States solely for civilian prosecution makes little sense, and reveals, yet again, the stubborn refusal to avoid holding additional terrorists at Guantanamo. In court on Friday, the judge read aloud from the indictment, which accuses Abiudite of urging allegiance to bin Laden and threatening attacks similar to September 11 against the United States. The indictment said Abiudite delivered a speech that included the phrase "the storms shall not stop," especially the airplanes storm, and advised Muslims not to board aircraft and not to live in high-rises. Abiudite stood while the judge was speaking, but partway through reading the details of the charge, the judge broke off and told him he could sit. The indictment accuses Abiudite of acting in a conspiracy that would and did murder United States nationals anywhere in the world, listing actions before and after September 11, 2001.